management, the editor-in-chief, thank you for the good work you're doing, and thank you for highlighting the issues of the most marginalized among the marginalized group. And I still stand to be corrected, that is persons with albinism. We encourage magazines and media houses like Inclusion Magazine to highlight and spotlight the issues surrounding the marginalized, and inclusion of persons with disability in general is a task that must be done. And so we want to throw our weight and any form of encouragement that we can afford, especially the Naira, except the Naira encouragement, which we don't have, to magazine and ventures like this. Albinism is not a disease. Albinism is not a mistake by God. Albinism didn't occur just because someone ate edible salt. Albinism did not occur because a woman had to sleep with his husband because of her menstrual period. Albinism did not occur because a certain individual created by God have become God themselves. Albinism is not a mistake by God. Albinism is God's purposeful creation destined to make a change in our society. That's why we are here. We will continue to let the general public know that we are human beings created by God, and that we have a reason in the mind of God why He created us. So, become today an advocate for persons with albinism. Help us spread the news that we are here and we have come to stay. We will continue to do our best to let people know and give us the rightful place that we deserve. We have not been doing what we're doing to elicit your sympathy, but your apathy, and to also say to the community of persons with albinism, nobody will give you a chance if you fail to take it. And as long as I live, I will continue to serve this community. There is no better community to serve than the community of persons with albinism, and a wider responsibility, the community of persons with disability. Let me say, as I round up, that albinism is a disability. We're not saying it because there is something to gain in the community or space or disability space. We're saying it because it is true. It is only the pessimist that does not know that albinism is a disability. One of the reasons why I hardly come to an event like this with a written paper is because I won't see it well trying to read it. If that is not disability, I don't know what disability is. If I will stand in the classroom and I will have to go and squint at the blackboard and come back to try to write what I have copied in my head and make mistakes in trying to quote what I have copied, if that is not disability, I don't know what you will call disability. If I am discriminated in a social circle or non-formal sector, and I'm not given my rightful place because of the color of my skin, if that is not disability, then I don't know what disability is all about. If I'm not reasonably accommodated in the space that I should be accommodated, if that is not disability, then I don't know what definition that we will give to disability. So with that said, I want to thank Inclusion Magazine. I stand to say that the Foundation wholeheartedly endorse what you're doing, and whatever we can do in the near future, we will do it. I want to thank you for championing the cause of albinism. At least we have found one worthy partner, and that partner is Inclusion Magazine.
As part of National Orientation Agency mandate of educating, sensitizing, and awareness creation, the agency has been carrying out programs on harmful traditional practices in various communities in Nigeria. This harmful traditional practices is captured in the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015. Violate the rights of the individuals, including persons with albinism. Therefore, NOAA will continue to campaign against this violation. The agency is open to partnership with NDAS, NGOs, CSOs towards leveraging on its structure for mobilization and public enlightenment. The structures include headquarters, 36 state offices plus FCD, and 724 offices with personnel that understand the languages of.
I want to congratulate the Inclusion Magazine, especially for undertaking this laudable initiative of speaking on issues or taking up issues confronting persons with albinism in Nigeria, and also persons with disability. This is very commendable. We are really proud of what you are doing for the disability community, and we appreciate that these issues will really, especially issues that will be discussed here, will really be implemented. Just like someone said here before I came, albinism is a form of disability. And just like every other form of disability, it must be recognized. And the plight of persons with albinism must be put into consideration, especially their rights. We are aware of the challenges bedeviling our nation, especially issues of security and all that. And persons with disabilities are vulnerable just when it comes to issues like this. And this must take the front burner in all the discourse, especially with the government agents.
Tell you that the federal government will continue to come up with policies and programs that are targeted toward ensuring that persons with disability are included in the affairs of the nation. And this, I'm sure, like some speakers have said, was demonstrated with the passing into law of the Persons with Disabilities Discrimination of Prohibition Act, which is tailored toward ensuring that their needs are adequately catered to. And Honorable Minister, within the few years of her coming as Honorable Minister of Foreign Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management, and Social Development, was able to put in place mechanisms that ensure the creation of the Persons with Disabilities Commission.
Melanin in the skin or hair, which is responsible for coloration of either or both. So, as someone with albinism, the skin is the endangered layer of body components and should be prevented from constant or direct contact with sunlight. Considering the recent challenges posed by global warming, the average person with albinism is prone to more environmental harshness. The temperature is usually hot, and this calls for more caution in order to prevent skin infection, which could lead to cancer of the skin. Unfortunately, There is a belief system in our society that endangers the existence of persons with albinism. This is very common among African nations where persons with albinism are perceived to possess special spiritual influence or powers, and this automatically makes them deities or objects for acquiring supernatural powers. People exhibit some level of desperation and kidnap persons with albinism wherever they are cited for diabolical means. May I reiterate that the primary role for the establishment of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities is to continue to protect the lives and rights of all persons having any kind of deficiency or condition as provided for in the 2008 Prohibition Act. I want to sincerely thank the CEO founder, the Albino Foundation, Mr. Jacob Billy, for the vision and his resilience all these years in the struggle to bring in the community of persons with albinism in Nigeria to limelight. On the same note, my appreciation goes to the publisher CEO, Inclusion Magazine, Hussein Abdulrahman, for being consistent in reporting issues on disabilities. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate once again that the 5% employment opportunity proposed in the 2018 Disability Act, mandating all ministries, ministerial departments and agencies of government will not only be enforced, but persons with albinism can be rest assured of getting the cover to protect them from the harsh weather of unemployment and any form of ill treatment at their workplaces. Thank you all and God bless.